We are recording.
Welcome to
Okay, so all right, welcome to Starcraft 2 with Adam and James. Today we're casting a ZvP between Gerald and Dark. Let's go ahead and get it started.
That's right.
All right. This should be interesting. I'm learning more about this matchup and kind of the dance that needs to be played between these two races. And as my knowledge develops, the matchup is quite different than when I first started watching SE2.
That's right. It's changed so much since the beginning.
Yeah, for sure. I think in the beginning, players were a lot safer and a lot more aggressive at the same time. They changed the amount of workers that the game had from 6 to, I think, starting out 12. So
Yeah.
that really does change things quite a bit.
Yeah, there's no more 6 pool.
Right.
There's only the 12 pool.
Yeah, exactly.
At the lowest.
Which that was a build in the past. Like a 12 pull was a form of early aggression at one point.
Yes.
So it's still, I'm sure it's still viable. I could probably get to diamond with 12 pull, which is kind of hilarious.
Yeah. Focus on unit control.
Yeah, just unit micro.
Yeah.
But pretty standard game so far. I mean, we have a wall off at the natural forming. Protoss denies the natural. Zerg has to go to the third. Seems pretty straightforward. We watched a game earlier.
Right.
That was this exact same build. So
Yes. So, are we going to see the same patterns, or is there going to be a breakaway?
right. Let's see if there's any deviation. What really happened last game? I think the Zerg just got rushed by Dark Templar, didn't have a layer tech, and couldn't make any overseers, and that was pretty much game over.
I think he was overproducing economy, perhaps, relative to his enemy. Maybe he overestimated his enemy. He thought maybe he got greedy.
Needed to spend more money on teching up rather
Yes.
than making bases and drones.
I think he only had one gas at the main.
Right, not enough to get a layer if you want to and he was also building banelings and stuff, and he had upgrades that he was getting. So when you do that and you don't get layer, it's kind of greedy, right?
I think so.
That's why DT Rush works. So
Right.
yeah, let's look at the production here, kind of see what's going on in this game.
What do you see?
Well, so far, Zergling speed is being started, adepts are being made, but interestingly, we have a Stargate just beginning. So
Oh boy.
things are heating up.
I would expect some Oracle harass.
Yeah, for sure. Oracle seems like the popular thing to do nowadays. Provides vision, provides harassment potentially. You can just destroy all of their, and here's that national going up. So
The Oracle has a lot of abilities and some damage potential, though I think because of the mechanics, it's limited enough to where it's not overpowered. So it has a specific phase of the game where it's really effective for killing drones. And then at some point, other types of units begin to neutralize that potential.
yeah, got some adepts over here trying to do a little bit of. It looks like he will get one drone. Okay, and then he backs out of there, appears over here. But overall, not too much damage so far. Looks like he'll try to poke back in, go up into the main, but should be able to defend this. Has the queen here. Okay, he is gonna at least get one Zergling, and then get picked off here. Yeah, he's not getting away. But
Okay.
2 drone kills for 1 adept. I think that's like an even trade.
Maybe the intel.
Yeah, and also the scouting as well is nice. Okay.
Right,
So
Void
he does
Ray.
actually build a Void Ray instead of an Oracle.
Okay.
Interesting choice. But an Oracle is coming out second.
All right.
So, okay.
They can tag team.
Yeah, I guess he just wants to get that Void Ray out. Maybe that throws off the Zerg a little bit. Maybe the Zerg is expecting Oracle first. Yeah, or maybe he just wanted to pick off that Void Ray. Because, I mean, not the Void Ray, the Overlord that was sitting in his base.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deny intel. Deny knowledge.
Because it looks like he's not really building any stalkers or anything.
As you saw, Adam, he basically won the last game with the Dark Templar rush, and
Yeah.
so that requires denying scouting to the enemy.
Yeah.
So that increases the value of denying that Overlord from
Yeah.
the base.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. And I'm kind of loving these Stargate builds, because one thing that it allows is for the Protoss to come up with a third nexus and be protected by air, because basically the Zerg can't get any anti-air fast enough to deny your third. Because if they try to attack you, then they can't shoot up, then it's like a lost attack basically. So this like Stargate into third nexus is pretty dang good. It's pretty safe. As you can see, the Zerg is still on 3 bases, so Protoss looking really good here.
As you had said before, Adam, perhaps it was you. The Protoss tend to have more density in each unit, and so for each Stargate unit they build, it gives them a ability to adapt to attacks on different levels of the base.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Third is up. Has an Oracle over here, kind of standing guard. No Zerglings are gonna really be able to do anything. This will decimate Zerglings, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Does that beam have extra damage against light?
I think it. Let's see. Let's read it really quick. It allows to attack enemy ground units. No, I think it just does a bunch of damage.
Check the beam in the center. Oh, to the right. That thing?
Pulsar beam. Oh, versus light, it is more. You're right.
Okay.
It makes sense. It does seem like it just it just decimates probes.
Right.
And decimates drones and stuff.
How much HP does a Zergling have? 35.
35.
So kill in 2 seconds. 2 hits.
Yeah, just like zzz, you know.
Literally.
Meanwhile, the Void Ray. Let's look at the Void Ray's damage actually. Prismatic beam versus armored, it does more. So like it destroys roaches basically.
Right.
But Hydralisk would be a good counter, because I don't think they are armored. They're like
they're light
units.
Hydralisk.
Yeah. But their damage output's crazy. Okay.
Yes.
So wow, actually a ton of adepts here. Dark has built roaches.
Does he get it?
Okay, they're coming in.
Got the wall.
Yep, it's walled off, so not much he can do. He just built this evolution chamber actually. I wonder if that was in response to the adepts.
Based on the timing, maybe, or its synchronicity.
Yeah, he's canceling it. Yeah. So is he keeping a drone there just to build a wall off?
Or he just missed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's just building roaches in response. The adepts can't really do much, especially when they're getting blocked off at the natural here. So yeah.
Let's see.
Dark Shrine's coming out right now.
Are we going to get a repeat, or will history change? He already has the infestation pit, so he is teching up.
You know, the layer is already up, so
won't do the same trick twice.
Yeah,
well, we'll see what happens.
It's a much later Dark Templar build, so it'll be used for harassment, but also to make Archons. So Archons are a great late game unit. You know, they'll destroy roaches. They really destroy anything as long as they can get to their target.
So Adam.
Yeah.
What strategy do you think Dark should go for in this game?
Well, I mean, let's look at what he's building thus far. He's going for Hydralisks.
Okay.
So he's looking for a quick way to counter these Void Rays. Like we talked about earlier, Void Rays kind of get destroyed by Hydralisks. But if you get the Void Rays to a certain number, it can certainly kind of favor the Void Rays. Void Rays really get really overpowered when you get around 6 or 8 of them. 4 is not quite enough to beat Hydralisk, but once it gets that number around 8, it can spell trouble for the Zerg. And with that mobility too.
The critical thing is charging up that beam to where you get to max damage.
They actually removed the charge. It's just an ability now called Prismatic Alignment. See how he activates it right there? It's just an instant activate. So in a way it's kind of a buff, in a way it's kind of a nerf, because it doesn't stay forever, of course. And you see, it gets this layer down to half health, and then a ton of queens here though, so it's not really in any danger.
Maybe it's better.
Roaches are coming in, okay, to the 4th. Zealots being warped in, not going to help much against these roaches. Shield battery goes ahead and gets sniped. Charge is finished though.
Not even kiting.
Yeah, really efficient trades going on here, but the Void Rays are out, so roaches are in trouble.
Take the pylon. Just wants to live a bit longer.
Yeah, and he is getting a critical mass of Void Rays right now. So
this is concerning.
This is kind of it could get concerning. You know, there's Hydras being built. It's kind of like, let's look at the units. So we have 9 Hydralisks. He definitely has to build more of those.
Yeah, like
there he goes, 13.
All right, he needs direct response.
Ooh, a little bit of harassment from these Dark Templars.
He needs to counter that too.
2 kills with those. And a Baneling nest being built where the hatchery was.
Huh.
Maybe this was a mistake, but he's not able to put a hatchery down there. So that's... I think he may have accidentally built a Baneling nest instead of a hatchery.
Unless...
We almost never see that.
Unless...
There's no way it's not a mistake. Unless he wants to just go all in right now.
Bro, man. I'm not sure. Like, this is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't canceled it.
Yeah, so what's his builds? I wonder if he kills it and
is this gonna be bait? Like,
yeah,
hey,
he's
bro.
gonna notice. He's gonna flick back to this area. Oh yeah, look, he is killing it with the lurkers. Oh my gosh, yeah. I knew it had to be a mistake.
Right.
Just a miss tap of the key, just the wrong keybind basically.
BHBB.
Yeah, I mean these players are playing. Let's look at their APM. So, wow, 500. Yeah, 443 average APM for the Zerg player.
How is that even possible?
The max I've ever played in a game is like 300.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I can't even imagine. I mean, that would give me immediate carpal tunnel, I think. Oh, okay, a fight's happening. Okay, enough about APM. Now the Void Racer, and like I said, he has around 8 of these. And they're just decimating everything, and with Storm as well, it's a complete counter to Hydralisks. And well,
except
but he has actually going to hold this off.
The lurkers.
Don't leave him on the main base.
Oh god,
he's just going to take down this.
Oh no, he's getting the tech.
That's an expensive building right there to take that down. Oh, but the Hydralisks are here.
Can they do it?
Oh, I don't think they can do it. I think this is getting sniped. And oh, that's so close.
70 HP.
Oh, the Zealots are in. The Zealots just need to focus fire this hive. Just focus on the hive.
Oh my god.
Get the hive.
Oh, he's not paying attention.
He's not paying attention, but I can't stop watching. Okay, he's gonna get the hive.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's just so much going on. We see there's also an attack at the front that the Zerg's probably more worried about.
Imagine losing your hive.
Yeah. Luckily, once he already has things like Hydralisk Den, he can still make those units.
Right.
But he won't be able to rebuild them, those structures.
He's in danger.
Yeah, he is actually. This is really good. This is really good Protoss, honestly. Really good Protoss play. I mean, it's just a perfect game.
Dark did not have enough of a good counter against the High Templars. I'm not sure how to counter High Templars as Zerg.
Yeah, I'm super really excited about Gerald's play. Nothing has really gone wrong for him this game. He's just continued to do these warp ends. I mean, this warp prism. How long has this warp prism been here? It's kind of ridiculous. We have more Zealots coming in from the right. Dark Templars everywhere. It's gonna be a pretty soon GG. The Zerg's on like 3 bases right now, so
it's not enough.
Let's just check out the income here. Yeah, 3,500 versus 1,300. So, and with this getting sniped, he's mining on 1 base currently, basically. I guess 2 bases, but yeah, no, basically 1 base with
long
distance.
Just like a long distance GF, not very useful.
And we can just kind of watch this supply count lead here.
42.
So this is going to be soon over for Dark, but we'll let it play out, of course.
He doesn't want to quit yet.
Yep, the Protoss is going to have to do 1 more attack. You know, if some inefficient trading happens, you know, anything's possible.
We need a coup de grace. He wants to go in style.
Yes. It is hard to leave games sometimes. Especially when, you know, now he's been 2-0'd by Gerald.
Wow.
Just a guy named Gerald. Doesn't even have a nickname. It's just Gerald the Protoss. Imagine losing to that guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's so bad.
That's so bad. Like, this guy probably doesn't even play that much.
Okay, another hatchery coming down, I think. I'm not sure.
It's like a production.
Yeah,
2 hatcheries being built at once.
Another one just got started.
Yeah.
He's trying to rebuild. He has a few units.
Yep, and we do see those carriers, which are super late game units, and Protoss is
No
building
military-
3 carriers at a time now. So
Hydralist and rebuilding, so far behind.
yep, and that's GG.
WW.
All right, and that's it for this game. Just to do a little bit of post-game analysis, because we like to do that. The
Sure.
Protoss is building 3 carriers at one time.
Yeah.
If this is happening to you as a Zerg, you've probably lost the game.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot obviously let the Protoss get to that point, but there's just nothing that the Zerg can really do this game. He tried some things, but he just felt behind pretty much the whole time. That early expand down to the 3rd after building the Stargate. The Protoss just pretty much perfectly played the game. Everything was timed really well.
Adam, this makes me think, like, what if it's sometimes better to do an early pull if you expect the probe harass to block your expand, because blocking the expansion kind of puts the Zerg behind, forces them into a triple hatch.
Right.
So it compromises them strategically.
Makes them nervous. It's not a good mental
You're dividing.
thing. Yeah. It just feels bad. It's definitely, but I don't see, if you pull the extra probe, you're going to be losing mining time, and you might not really prevent it. You might not prevent it from happening, because the Protoss can just build a pylon, for example. So, it can be a tough thing for the Zerg player. And as we see, like, one of the best Zerg players in the world struggles against that, so.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all we can say for now.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.
Mm.
Okay.